For decades, soul food sat on the wrong side of every diet list in America. But what if 15 of its most beloved dishes were never the problem? From humble roadside snacks to holiday centerpieces, this countdown traces the roots, the real nutrition, and the modern shortcuts that gave home cooking a bad name. These foods were never banned, just misunderstood. Let's start with number 15. In the 15th place, boiled peanuts represent a surprising nutritional comeback. Enslaved Africans brought this legume tradition from West Africa, boiling green peanuts as a portable, protein-dense field snack. Though never legally banned, the dish acquired a negative health reputation due to modern processed versions packed in high-sodium commercial brines. In its traditional form, this snack provides substantial plant protein and heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. Simmering raw green peanuts at home in a low-sodium broth, then adding light spices after cooking, recovers the true dietary value of this overlooked Southern staple. In the 14th place, Succotash acts as a historic culinary bridge on the Southern table. Combining a Native American corn and bean foundation with West African cooking techniques, it represents a rich shared heritage. The dish was never legally banned, but mass-produced canned versions loaded with salt and sugar labeled it as a bland, unhealthy side. In reality, the traditional pairing of corn and lima beans creates a complete plant protein. Sautéing fresh corn, lima beans, and sweet bell peppers in a touch of butter preserves vitamin C, delivering clean nutrition that easily outshines the processed can. In the 13th place, grits show how a simple staple gets misunderstood. This dish began as an indigenous corn porridge before becoming a beloved Southern breakfast. Grits were never legally banned, but the introduction of instant, pre-flavored packets loaded with sodium tarnished their reputation. Traditional stone-ground grits are actually quite nourishing, offering iron and complex carbohydrates for sustained energy. By slow cooking them in water or low-sodium broth and finishing with just a touch of butter rather than piling on processed cheese, you keep this pantry staple healthy and true to its clean, whole food origins. In the 12th place, cornbread shows how processing can hijack a wholesome tradition. Long before sweet-boxed mixes transformed the Southern staple into something resembling cake, cornbread was a simple, nourishing marriage of Native American maize traditions and African culinary resourcefulness. While modern convenience boxes pack the batter with refined sugars and excessive sodium, the traditional recipe relies on stone-ground cornmeal, which is rich in magnesium and energy-sustaining complex carbohydrates. Baking it with buttermilk, skipping the refined sugar, and keeping a light hand on the salt restores this iconic quick bread to its rightful place as a clean, nutrient-dense side. In the 11th place, cabbage proves that the simplest garden staples are often the most misunderstood. Historically grown in southern plots, this hardy leaf became a survival staple in Black home cooking due to its sheer resilience. While never legally banned, cabbage acquired an unhealthy reputation when heavy, sugary dressings and salty processed slaws masked its natural value. In reality, raw or lightly cooked cabbage delivers massive doses of vitamin C and protective antioxidant compounds. Quickly sautéing fresh shreds in olive oil or tossing them with apple cider vinegar keeps this side dish exceptionally nutritious, far outshining modern processed alternatives. In the 10th place, okra is one of the most misunderstood vegetables on the Southern table. Carried from West Africa during the slave trade, this resilient pod became a culinary staple. While never legally banned, okra faced cultural stigma when modern kitchens began serving it heavily breaded and deep-fried, or slimy from canned brines. In its natural state, okra contains mucilaginous soluble fiber that supports gut health and regulates blood sugar. Quickly sautéing fresh sliced pods in a light drizzle of olive oil keeps the texture clean, proving this historic vegetable is far healthier than its processed reputation suggests. In the 9th place, salmon croquettes show how home-cook ingenuity gets mistaken for convenience food. Emerging as a brilliant 20th century adaptation in Black kitchens, this dish turned canned pink salmon into a nutrient-dense staple. While never legally banned, croquettes faced a health stigma when deep-fried frozen patties, loaded with sodium, flooded grocery aisles. Scratch-made croquettes, however, are a nutritional powerhouse. Flaking wild salmon provides clean protein and over 500 milligrams of omega-3s. By binding them with whole ingredients like eggs or oats and baking or shallow searing them, you keep this resourceful classic genuinely healthy. In the 8th place, baked catfish shows how a cooking technique can overshadow a perfectly healthy ingredient. As a riverfish staple with deep roots in southern waterways, catfish was traditionally baked or shallow seared in light cornmeal. Although culturally stigmatized by mid-century processed food shifts and the 1990s fast food boom that popularized greasy, deep-fried batter sticks, the fish itself is highly nutritious. A 4-ounce baked fillet provides lean protein and retains 300 milligrams of heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Baking with a dusting of cornmeal and smoked paprika preserves these native benefits without the heavy saturated fat of the commercial fryer. In the 7th place, classic desserts like peach cobbler and sweet potato pie show that sweet traditions do not have to be off-limits. Cobbler rose from southern fruit orchard bakes, and sweet potato pie became an iconic Black holiday classic. Neither dessert was ever literally banned, but packaged mixes loaded with refined sugar and hydrogenated fats ruined their reputation. Scratch-made versions offer real nutritional value. Fresh peaches deliver vitamin C and fiber, while roasted sweet potatoes pack beta-carotene and potassium. Baking with lighter crusts, naturally sweetening with honey, and controlling portions keeps these historic desserts healthy. In the 6th place, black-eyed peas combine dense nutrition with powerful cultural meaning. Originally domesticated in West Africa, this resilient cowpea traveled to the Low Country, eventually becoming a New Year's staple representing prosperity. While never legally banned, the dish developed an unhealthy reputation as food companies popularized canned versions packed with heavy sodium and seasoned with salty pork hocks. In reality, scratch-cooked black-eyed peas are exceptionally nourishing, offering 7 grams of plant protein, plenty of fiber, and 25% of your daily folate per serving. Simmering dry beans at home with smoked turkey leg keeps this heritage dish incredibly heart-healthy. In the 5th place, red beans and rice demonstrates how an ordinary weekly staple can be both culturally grounded and nutritionally balanced. Born in Louisiana Creole kitchens as a traditional Monday laundry day pot, this dish was never legally banned, but later acquired a heavy, high-fat reputation due to salty processed sausages and sodium-loaded canned shortcuts. Prepared traditionally, red beans supply 10 grams of soluble fiber per serving, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, alongside clean plant protein. Slow-simmering dry kidney beans in low-sodium broth with smoked turkey rather than fatty pork preserves this routine comfort, offering complete, heart-healthy sustenance. In the 4th place, Hoppin John carries a rich ceremonial weight as a Gullah and Carolina Low-Country ritual of luck, memory, and thrift. It was never legally banned, but modern low-carb messaging unfairly labeled this rice-heavy plate a dietary problem. In truth, the classic rice and pea pairing is a highly nourishing combination, offering 9 grams of dietary fiber, iron, and steady, slow-release energy. Building the dish with whole-grain brown rice, dried peas, sweet onion, and smoked turkey. Instead of high-sodium canned varieties, preserves its historic structure, while offering clean, heart-healthy nourishment. In the 3rd place, sweet potatoes show how a healthy harvest gets mistaken for dessert. Long before sugar-heavy canned syrups and marshmallow-topped casseroles redefined this crop, it was an indigenous American root vegetable embraced by Black Southern cooks for its natural sweetness. It was never legally banned, but those highly processed holiday preparations masked its true value. In its plain form, this tuber delivers massive amounts of beta-carotene, fiber, and energy-sustaining complex carbohydrates. Roasting or baking sweet potatoes whole, with just a touch of cinnamon, preserves their natural nutrients, keeping this traditional vegetable remarkably clean and healthy. In 2nd place, gumbo represents a historic intersection of culinary heritages, fusing West African okra, French roux, and Native American seafood traditions. The very name comes from the West African word gumbo, meaning okra. While never literally banned, this rich Creole stew developed a heavy health stigma following mid-century dietary guidelines that criticized sodium-packed, high-fat stews. The rise of fatty sausages and canned, pre-made broths cemented its reputation as a heart hazard. Yet, traditional scratch cooking changes the entire equation. Simmering a lighter roux made with olive oil, packing the pot with fresh okra, tomatoes, and celery, and using low-sodium seafood broth yields a nutrient-dense powerhouse. This home-cooked version delivers clean proteins alongside essential vitamins A, C, and K. And finally, in 1st place, collard greens stand as the most powerful symbol of soul food's true nutritional value. Rooted in West African and Black Southern history, this green was traditionally celebrated for its nutrient-dense cooking broth, known as pot liquor. Although never legally banned, the dish acquired a negative health reputation when industrial food markets introduced convenience-driven, oversalted canned varieties loaded with heavy fats. In reality, fresh collards provide a highly dense nutritional profile, offering fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, and an astounding 800% of your daily vitamin K per cup. Simmering fresh leaves with smoked turkey and minimal salt, rather than relying on processed shortcuts, shows that the traditional scratch-cooked dish remains a cornerstone of nourishing, heart-healthy eating. Across these 15 dishes, one truth emerges. Traditional soul food was never the enemy. The real culprit is not heritage. It is modern processing, sugar, and excess sodium. Returning to scratch-cooked ancestral methods proves we can honor our health without sacrificing our culture. Which dish surprised you most? Let us know below.